And we're back with day 22 of 30 Days of Comics. Ethan, what's a second volume of a comic book that disappointed you?
A second run of a comic book that disappointed me was Blue Beetle, because the pre-launch Blue Beetle was really awesome. I liked it. I liked the way they had the character developed. I liked the fact that he was still he kept connected with his origins. I mean, he'd still say stuff in Spanish, and I think he added a nice ethnic variety to the DC universe, and I liked him, and I liked the stuff they did and the way they talked. And then there's the new Blue Beetle, which is the same character, but it feels like he's a lot more whiny in this, and his relationship with his friends feels a lot more worse to me. Like, maybe they aren't such friendly friends, they're just maybe the only people who will hang out with each other. And it feels to me that Jamie is pretty pathetic, and they're repeating everything that the last run of Blue Beetle did. And that annoys me, because I wanted a new story. I mean, it was okay for them to develop the character, that's cool and fine. And if they're going to make Jamie whiny, I guess make Jamie whiny, but I wish they'd stop repeating everything, which is what they're doing. We're back with day 22 of 30 Days of Comics. Travis, what's a comic book second volume that disappointed you?
Birds of Prey, second volume. That's the second run that Gail Simone did of the Birds of Prey. I really enjoyed the first one. I enjoyed her work on the first one, and all the other writers that worked on it after that, and creators. And then, of course, they shut it down when Batman died. They considered it a Batman book, and so they shut it down. Maybe we're going to relaunch it when Batman came back, which, of course, they did. They relaunched it with Gail writing it and a sundry of artists. I just don't ever feel like that really Gail ever got her feet underneath herself writing the second volume. Part of that, I think, had to do with the spastic art. Lots of times there were lots of artists on a book, not just changing each book, but even in the middle of a book there would be artist change or inker changes and colorist changes. And one of the colorists was the only other consistent person in the book. Anyway, it had a few nice little moments, but it was never just a really enjoyable run. They had extra characters on the book that were kind of there because they thought they needed to use them or something. With Hawk and Dove on the book just didn't really make sense, and they didn't get utilized very well. And so that was kind of a bummer. I think the book probably could have gotten itself turned around because they were going to get a consistent artist on it and stuff. But yeah, it just never really happened. So I was kind of bummed out with that.